Series, Making Accessibility Visible with Audio I. Title, Missing Descriptions of Functional Elements, featuring Sarah and Leslie, professional accessibility testers, who are both blind. They will be testing for missing descriptions of functional elements while using a screen reader. Accessible task. Find out if you can change your delivery address from this page.
Main landmark list with 3 item quality stitching hidden storage effects heading no next heading accordion control group buttons list with 3 items button collapsed what are my delivery options? Button collapsed how can I track my parcel? Button collapsed can I change my delivery address? Expanded. We can attempt to change your delivery address up to the point of dispatch. Please note that this may not always be possible due to the speed at which some orders are shipped.
I'm personally a huge fan of accordion style, using buttons for the question. It's very easy to navigate through and to collapse and expand them as needed.
Inaccessible task. Find out if you can change your delivery address from this page. What happens when an accordion doesn't announce the collapsible content?
FAQs heading level 4. What are my delivery options? How can I track my parcel? Can I change my delivery address?
So, I'm assuming maybe I can interact with these? I hope so.
Heading level 2 link sapphires.
Does it tell me that it's like a button or that it's hiding content? It seems like it shifted my focus all the way to the top of the page when I expanded it. And then, yeah, I had to obviously find my way back to this button. Thankfully, the FAQ section is under a heading. Then, of course, when it shifted my focus, it didn't tell me that anything expanded. It would be nice if there was like some distinction between question,
How can I change?
answer.
We can attempt to.
Why it matters. How do you feel when change announcements are missing?
It doesn't tell me that it's collapsed or expanded at all. If there's a menu that has a submenu and it doesn't announce it, I'm still sitting there wondering, well, is the page still loading? Did it do anything? Why am I not going anywhere?
Meet the testers. Share a little about your disability. Leslie.
I was born with an underdeveloped optic nerve, which is why I can't see.
Sarah.
I am completely blind. I have no light perception. I have been completely blind for 10 years, and before that I was just visually impaired. I had vision in only one eye, and it was not very good.
What technology do you use in your daily life? Leslie.
I am primarily a iOS user in terms of kind of my entertainment. That's kind of where I find it, is on my phone and my iPad. Everything that I do for work and paying the bills and doing like online shopping, I mostly do on the PC, on Windows.
Sarah.
Nowadays, I use primarily screen readers. I do have a Braille display that I use on occasion, but I use NVDA for Windows, and I use VoiceOver on iPhone.
What's often misunderstood by people who don't use assistive technology? Leslie.
The concept of representing things with visual cues and icons. Sometimes I'll see things where it'll say the icon is left arrow or right arrow. And I know what that means because I've used the internet for a long time. But some people don't really understand the left arrow or right arrow may mean back or next.
Sarah.
A lot of people just don't understand how blind people can be on the internet at all. But the biggest one with screen readers is people tend to think that we tab through everything, and we don't.
Visit audioi.com to test your site for accessibility today.